All right, that should be it. Looks like we are still getting the game. Looks like it's no longer frozen, so we should be back.
Fingers crossed. All right.
Yay!
So we're back.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
While we were gone, Garrett got himself killed.
I didn't. That didn't happen.
It did happen.
There's no evidence.
Video where it didn't
that.
happen, right?
It's all up here. So we are working on the explosions one. It's worth noting, none of the three of us are especially good at State of Decay.
Yeah.
At least, especially compared to Brant.
Yeah,
or
a master of the game.
CPH.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I am. Where am I? Oh, okay. Yeah. I want to get here. That's where goodies
Where
are.
you think you've got explosives?
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, we've decided that while you guys were away, Garrett did some scouting, and we figured the first step is to get as many explosives as possible. So that's what we are trying to do now.
Yep. So, let's do introductions again. This is Garrett.
Hey guys.
He
I'm Garrett.
lives. Where do you live now?
That's a good question.
Okay. And then to my right is Chap.
Chap, yes. What's up, guys? You guys have probably seen me before on the Moonrise stuff. But in the middle, the man holding it down the middle of the couch is the one and the only Ian.
We have a clone of him. There are two of him. Which is why you can see him in both camera windows.
We just move in sync with myself.
He got caught halfway through a quantum.
The quantum jump, yeah.
Yeah.
So, if anyone was wondering if human behavior is deterministic or if we have free will, it turns out the two of me move exactly the same way.
Which means
clearly deterministic.
Nobody has free will.
There's no such thing as free will.
Stream, everybody. You don't have free will.
So, Garrett's driving over, I'm guessing, to the fairgrounds or some other military heavy place.
Something like that.
All right.
Man, people are terrible at parking their buses.
Seriously, what was that guy even thinking?
Who does that?
I'm going to go ask James what the deal was with that. James is the guy who placed that.
It's true.
So what else? Chap, you're working on secret stuff.
Yeah.
I'm working on secret stuff.
Yeah.
Garrett works on our website. If anybody wants to see what Garrett does, go ahead and head over to stateofdecay.com. Check out a little bit of what Garrett does.
Yeah, or
what he brings to the table.
Or still do for a little bit. Oh man, I can't make that jump. I don't think
so.
No. So we have a question though. We have a question. Our first question. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Will the new game be a game?
Yes.
Ooh, can't confirm.
Yeah, cannot confirm.
It might be a music album.
Yeah.
I was willing to just lean into it.
I think Jeff. I think it's been nice working with you, buddy. But
well, we'll see what happens. I'm willing to be the one who spills the beans on that one. Our next game will be a video game.
It's confirmed on stream. So yeah, let me explain real quick. While I'm watching the stream for you guys, and all three of us were kind of looking up into the sky.
Yeah.
The reason for this is we have a massive TV behind the cameras, which you guys cannot see. So we're all looking at this massive screen while Garrett's playing.
Which is not great, because on my screen, Garrett's done searching. And I'm pretty sure for you guys, he's just starting to search now.
There's a slight delay on that. But it's okay.
Video game or board game, we're not willing to confirm yet. We're going to keep that one up in the air. There's some hints in the fact that it was at the Xbox Microsoft show, and that they said it would be on Xbox One and Windows 10 and PC.
Why does it have to be either or?
But it might just be a board game. Oh, Brant confirmed that we would have guns last week.
Oh, we will have guns, yes.
There will be guns.
Yes, it's true.
Probably zombies also.
Probably.
I keep saying we could do it with Draculas.
Draculas? Vampires?
No, Draculas.
He intends to say Draculas.
Draculas.
I know the difference between those words.
Draculas.
All right. I'm not going to survey everything.
We're not going to have, like, Choculas.
Why not? Choculas are great.
Banicula. He won't be there.
Oh, I miss Banicula.
Stupid vegetarian.
He was great.
Not going to have Count Duckula, also a vegetarian vampire. That's a weird thing from the 80s, vegetarian vampires.
So this is an interesting question.
Puppets. We're gonna have the puppet before the end of the show. I promise.
Are they going to be dogs? I don't know if we can talk about dogs.
Yeah, I would.
Puppets. Yeah, I don't think we can. Cyclops. Will there be a Cyclops?
Probably talk about that.
No, we're talking about the Jeffrey puppet.
We got a lot of stuff going on because we're getting a lot of questions that are also just asking about the game.
The game itself.
Yeah.
How many players
Again.
in co-op? We can say 4.
Yeah, we can say up to 4 players in co-op.
Yep. I'm gonna move the mouse cursor out of the way so we can see.
Man, I'm so excited when we get a question we can answer.
Yeah.
Yes. Questions we can actually tell you the answer to are really satisfying. Will your advanced screen settings be adjustable on Windows 10 with our board game? That is an excellent question that I cannot answer at this time. I can say, totally unrelated to our game, I'm a big fan of being able to adjust my screen settings. And a lot of other people here are.
I'm pretty sure
And
any game that is released
on
PC will allow you to adjust your screen settings. Fairly certain.
Yep, it would be real bad if you couldn't. There's a lot of discussion of like
How bad
vegetarian
I am.
vampires in the chat.
It's
no,
true.
they're mostly talking about Count Duckula and Banicula.
They were the best.
Yeah,
Can I jump on this thing? Can I climb over this?
Yeah.
you can, and now you're in the military
All right.
area.
All right. Step 1: find explosives. Here we go.
Seems likely here.
It's gonna happen. Searching slowly because he has low wits. Is there an intent to make modding inherent into State of Decay 2? Can't talk about that stuff yet. I'm sorry.
We could say that we gained a lot from our modding community on State of Decay,
Yeah, grenade launcher. That's a good one.
and so it would be wise of us to probably take advantage of that resource, right?
It would be. You have a bunch of. You're encumbered right
Yeah.
now. You might want to
Don't-
blow some stuff up.
Don't get caught.
So I've got thermite.
You've got thermite. You just picked up a grenade launcher, man.
Did. Oops.
It's scary in here. I don't know about this.
Garrett doesn't know where the buttons are.
Trying to find the buttons. Trying to find the. Oh god.
Push up on the D-pad.
That's okay. There we go. Now I have a grenade
Yes.
launcher. How many grenades do I have? though?
You'd
You have
Six.
6. So you
Alright.
probably want to try and group some zombies together.
Yeah.
Get kind of a crew chasing you before you spend those grenades. Will the new game take place in
What's
a
up,
world that UL has previously made a game in? Yeah, I'll confirm that.
Sure. I mean, the trailer says "Welcome to Trumbull Valley," right?
Or it says,
Oh,
"Thank you for visiting Trumbull
thank you for
Valley."
Yeah,
visiting.
you're right.
So
Yeah,
now
yeah,
you're
yeah.
leaving.
Yeah, it says that you're leaving.
All right, here we
Trumbull
go.
Valley.
That's 2.
All right, so there's 2. Can I string some more along here?
Yeah, get these
Yeah,
guys.
there you go. There you go.
3, 4. Just run them down this little narrow hallway here.
Whoa.
That was great. I should attract a couple more.
That's okay. That was a good start. You just cut off the dude's arm and walked away.
Sounds like my weekend.
Ballard's a
You had
rough
a
place.
weird
huh?
weekend,
Fremont's a
man.
rough
Dude.
place.
It's been a weird couple weeks. I bet I can do this.
Yeah, you can.
Because there's probably some more supplies over here. Also some more zombies.
How much
Yeah.
jank is planned for SOD2? I don't
So
even,
much. Yeah,
I am advocating that we put in a jank slider
Is
and
that
we
a-
let players decide
Why don't we define jank? What is a jank?
what is a
anything
jank?
you don't
What
like.
is a jank?
It's all the stuff that bothers you.
Yeah.
Would it do sanitation?
There's anything interesting over here.
So here's a question.
There's
Would
some
it doing this
more
in a
sensible
danger zone in Danforth, which has better weapons and ammo, be at a better place for the challenge?
Yeah, Garrett.
I wonder if that was rhetorical or if that was
Yes.
a real question. Like,
Yeah.
That's probably smart.
probably.
Yeah. That was Dan's idea.
I saw that shadow. Ooh.
Why don't you ever listen to Dan? Dan's a smart guy, Garrett.
Dan is a smart guy. Now, if I could find this place in Danforth, let me set. Lame. All right.
How was your 4th? This is a
How was
question
my
from
4th?
High Cadet. Did we enjoy the Space Needle show? With the pew-pews.
Oh yeah, Eid Mubarak for
Oh, yeah.
Montparnasse and other Muslims. You almost are done fasting. That's got to be a nice feeling. And yeah, the 4th, mine was nice. It was pretty low key. I have 2 small kids, so going out to fireworks was not really on the table for me.
Mm-hmm.
I got this.
I had some friends over. I cooked everything we ate for dinner on a grill outside my house. Solid.
I cooked on a grill yesterday too. Actually, I cooked all the meat, but I'm the vegetarian, so I didn't. I don't.
So
think
you
it
couldn't
was,
taste it?
I don't
You
think it was
couldn't-
done very well, but I tried to help the tribe.
Vegetarians can cook meat.
I tried my best.
You just have to get it hot at the right temperature
Make
for the right
a fire
amount of time.
and put food on it till it's not dark but not black. That was my strategy.
You probably did fine.
Will there be friendly fire?
I believe in you. Not talking about it.
We cannot say it this time.
Yeah. Like I said, we will answer stuff we can, but it's overwhelmingly going to be not talking
Find
about.
a
You should
horde.
you should hit that.
I'll find a
You should
horde.
get a real horde. You're right.
Yeah.
You know what? It's classified.
What is classified?
That
Friendly
they-
fire?
Whether or not there's
Classified.
friendly fire.
And if you guys have seen the 80s classic Top Gun, you know that we could tell you, but then we'd have to kill you. So,
Yep.
unfortunately, we can't say it this time. Because it's classified.
What's the best place to get lunch in Pioneer Square? Okay, now that's a question I want to dive into because that is some serious business. Jonathan has already made it clear that he's not involved in this conversation because he's a vegetarian.
My
You don't get
options are
input.
a lot smaller. I have
Yeah,
a smaller
you're not
subset.
even involved.
Pizza Pros is really good though, and I'm done.
That's true.
Pizza Bros is totally solid.
It's fine. It's fine pizza for the price.
It's totally
It's
fine.
very, very professional.
Yeah,
It's,
B plus.
Professional.
It's-
smells better than it tastes.
Pizza Plus smells like the best pizza you're ever gonna eat, and then you eat it and you're like, oh, this is actually it's fine.
It's okay.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody Heartbeat's talking. Pedro is talking about Il Corvo in a negative way.
Yeah.
Corvo's solid.
Corvo's pretty darn fantastic.
Thing is, it changes from day to day because there are always food trucks out there.
Food trucks vary. I
Oh,
mean, in
here we
terms
go.
of permanent
There's a wood.
locations,
There
let
we
me
go.
think about it a little bit. You've got
Just stop and pop. Stop and pop.
You got Salumi, which is friggin' hard to beat. You've got Tats, which is
Oh,
fantastic.
Oh no!
Oh no, I blew myself up.
Oh
no. I'm good.
You think
This
about
is
what are
kids-
some other
This is why using a grenade launcher is
prime
dangerous.
Pioneer Square food options? Salumi, Tats.
Taco Del Mar.
No. Stop suggesting things vegetarian.
Jimmy John's. There's a
You
Subway.
make me angry when you
let's
talk
think.
about sandwiches.
What
Delicatus
else?
is pretty good.
Delicatus is totally solid.
Delicatus is great.
Off the
And-
Res comes by sometimes, and that place is fantastic.
No stamina. Oh man.
Because you're encumbered, I kept telling you.
Oh no!
Eat the
Not
snack.
like this.
Eat the snack.
Not like this. No.
Oh, I ate a snack. I'm good.
Yeah,
Good.
snack
Good.
it up.
Now spin around
Good.
and blow them suckers up. Get them,
Too
get
fast,
them,
they're
get
too
them, get them,
fast.
get them.
There you go.
Oh,
That's
why?
okay. One more. I like how she
What?
gets up like this. Like she's
That's how I get up in the morning every
Like
day.
you're doing the breaststroke.
You leap out of bed that way?
Jump out of bed.
My poor
killed
cat
that
goes
horde.
flying.
So Cadets head off the Res. That place is fantastic.
Off the res is so good.
Oh man, there's so many good places to eat lunch around here. Marcella's is really good.
Marcella's rocks.
Allstott is too expensive, but anytime somebody else wants to pay for my lunch, what's up, Microsoft? I'm totally happy to go get some bratwurst.
Oh, and their sister restaurant, the Mexican, right across from Pizza Pros.
Yeah, that place is solid too. It is similar to Allstott in that I prefer to have someone else buy it for me.
Oh, and if you haven't had Mistral Kitchen yet, which, Jonathan, if you haven't, you should.
Mistral Kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that fancy Indian food.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Is the one next to
like,
Pizza Pros?
Nurmals too.
Oh, Nurmals, that's what I mean.
Yeah, Nurmals is super good. No, not Taco Time, Nicole. No, absolutely not. If you want tacos, we can do better than that. We can go to either
Get a food truck.
Off the Res or one of the Mexican taco trucks that come by sometimes, or
Taco Bell.
Casa Antigua.
That's
not
what it's
Taco
called.
Time.
Caso Antigua.
Yeah, Casa Antigua.
So good.
Where's
Where's a horde? Find me a horde.
You can love Taco Time all you want. We're not going to that if you're in Seattle.
Yeah, we'll go to Taco Bell instead.
Will it be couch co-op and online only? It will be online only for co-op.
There's 3 dudes.
Couch co-op is great, but man, that is hard. That is really hard.
Jeffrey popped in and says he has 4 fighting, whining children. He can't manage us.
He can't listen to us.
Trying to render 4 camera views into the world across different areas on one machine, you wouldn't be able to do this game.
So we could do it, but then you wouldn't get State of Decay 2 until like 2019.
Yeah.
So
it would be,
Oh, I like this. I love how the people in Seattle are getting all
Where'd you go?
snobby about tacos. The Texan is judging you guys right now. That's a good point.
Oh, you think I can't get good tacos here? It took me a while.
Oh no. Oh no.
you just have to find.
It took me a while, but they are absolutely here. Now, if that Texan is talking about Tex-Mex,
I mean, he wins, but
yeah, sure, you've got better Tex-Mex tacos, but
some of us grew up in Texas, so I can say that the Mexican food's not that great up here.
we have way better.
that's because you're a vegetarian and you
saying.
go to dumb Mexican
I'm
restaurants.
just saying, it's not as good up here.
Dude, one of my best friends for years and years and years.
Dude, what was that fire?
It was thermite.
Yeah.
Is it
Thermite?
Yep.
You're up
Lit
to
'em
what?
up.
That's
Lit 'em up
that's
with that thermite.
you're up to like 8 now.
Something like that. We need more ammos.
Yeah,
my,
we need
my,
more ammos.
my friend Frank lived in the Mission District for years, and whenever he came up here, he would make a point to go to Senior Moose because it's the best Mexican food he's ever had. I've been to the nicest restaurant in Oaxaca. Senior Moose is better.
Really?
That place is insane.
Huh. Because La Carta right by it is pretty solid as well.
La Carte is incredible too.
Ooh, good question about the superfan contest. Thanks for answering that, Sonia.
Just shoot me guns and stuff in here.
I feel like this world is just you need to go you need to wrestle you up some zombies.
It seems a little. It's first level of breakdown, so
Do you need a key for
it's a little
this?
gentle.
You need a key for this.
Do I need a key? I don't know.
You should have just jumped through the window. That's how the pros play.
I'm not a pro. It's true.
All windows.
What do you think with the graphics cards? Ooh, I'll talk about that.
Yeah,
man.
ATI versus Nvidia.
No, ablative, bro. You're not talking about when I go down to White Center and I order my entire meal in Spanish.
You should drop anything. that's not
Enjoy
a
your
grenade, right?
Tex-Mex. I'm glad you have good food. I have no problem getting good Mexican.
All right.
I've had good Moroccan. There's a Moroccan place around here.
Yeah, there's that place on, I think, Second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's great. They just bring out a bunch of plates of different stuff.
Do I really need a gun? No.
You need stuff that blows up.
Don't need you.
If the thing you're
Don't need
carrying
bullets.
doesn't blow up, it's a waste.
Yeah.
Although that aspirin you should
Bullets.
just take.
Sure. Why not?
I always take aspirin. Anytime I have aspirin, I just take it. That's IRL, by the way.
Oh man, I only got one.
It's okay.
It's so lame.
If you use it right, though, that could kill 99 zombies, man. The right shot.
Oh, about the graphics cards.
Oh,
yeah. So
Let's talk about graphics cards.
So I've been waiting to build a new PC for ages because I knew that the 16 nanometer FinFETs were coming, and so with the new generation, it's pretty exciting. The 1080 from GeForce is super solid, but it's also more than twice the cost of the RX 480 from AMD.
Yeah, yeah. It's really
So-
expensive right now.
Couch is both design and tech. It's expensive. I mean, it's like anything else in a video game. Sure, we could do that. What do you want us to not have instead? Should there be no cars so that we can have couch co-op? Like, it's a big, huge, expensive feature, and if we do that, there's something else big, huge, and expensive that we have to not have.
There's also a lot with state that you have to deal with.
Yep.
If everybody's online, you can hide latency through animations and stuff like that.
Yep.
And with couch co-op, you're having to split both a local
Yeah.
latency as well.
I mean, this is
as
one of those classic questions where people are like, oh, couldn't you make, why can't bushes be run over? And it's like, there's not like, we can't make bushes run overable. It's the fact that deforming vegetation is incredibly expensive on the CPU, and that
The
you know.
philosopher inside of me, right, wants to talk about opportunity cost. Why don't we define some stuff right now?
Yeah.
I feel like opportunity cost. Ian, take it away.
it's all
let's talk
about opportunity cost. It's all about the fact that, yeah, we could do a lot of
Anything.
stuff.
Yeah.
This game could be full, the next game could be full of mini games whatever feature you can imagine is probably possible. But to get that, you have to give up other stuff. You know, you lose lighting, you lose day-night cycles, you lose, you know, which would you rather have be reactive, a zombie's body or a bush?
Come on, everybody.
For some games, the answer is a bush. The bush is the right thing to do for them.
Zelda, for instance?
Yeah, for State of Decay, I think it's pretty reasonable to argue that the thing that's right to focus on is, you know, spend those clock cycles on making zombies destructible.
You can also have a super high-featured game and a lot of jank.
Yeah.
Because
so,
polish is kind of an
I should
inverse.
clarify, when I say the system couldn't handle it, it is really expensive and time-consuming for us to get to the place where the system can handle it.
Yeah.
And instead of doing that, we're doing other stuff, which is just how game development works.
What's up, dudes? Let's hang out. I want to blow up this car with you.
That dude's big, man. Be
Next
careful.
to it.
That dude's crazy big.
Why aren't you?
Why aren't they clustering?
Pay attention.
Oh, you be careful. Oh, man.
Too fast, man. Too
fast, too furious?
That's right. Look how nimble I am. Okay.
All right.
Okay, here's a good horde.
Just don't.
I want to get them next to the car and then blow up the car. That's the plan.
That's your plan?
Yeah. Whoop, whoop. Oh no, not fast enough.
Not like
Oh
this.
no.
Not like this.
Oh no.
Go.
Not like this.
Get him by the car, spin around. Spin around.
All
Get him.
right, here we go.
Whoa.
Worth it.
Worth.
All right.
Oh, hey, dude.
I'm
I'm sorry, we're trying to stay up.
Hey, you're getting better at fighting too, though, while this happens.
Does a real life car? I missed the question we had there. Use dolls and
Look at this
clocks
guy.
to get zombies.
Destroy this guy.
They're talking about getting this one. One of the things they call that is they used dolls and clocks to get zombies together. Because you can pick up those to make noise.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but then I have to
It's a
find a
cluster.
doll or a clock.
It's true.
How are we doing the ammo? Are we out of grenades at this point?
I think I've got one left.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah,
one
okay,
left.
one shot left. All right.
I'm sorry if I missed questions. If your question is older than does her real life car look like her in-game cars, then I didn't see it. And go ahead and ask it a second time.
Oh, look at this guy. It's free nemesis. Sorry I'm late. I'm at work right now, and I'm trying to watch on the sly. That's okay. It's
So
okay.
I can find.
This is a good thing to try to do on the sly, I think. Just make sure you don't get yourself in trouble.
So, here we go.
Kershaw TN says Uncharted has an option that you can turn on to allow you to hold a button instead of tapping it repeatedly. Can you please consider adding that feature? Should not be expensive, difficult to add. There are some things to balance on that, but I really, really love the work that Uncharted 4 did specifically on accessibility options and adding features to make the game playable by more people. So I am in no position to promise it, but I can promise the considering.
Yeah.
I'm considering it right now, and I really want to do it. But
I think as a company, we've made a point of having our games be very diverse.
yep,
Having a large cast that includes people of all walks of life, and I think it would be in line with our mission as a company to have a game that is accessible to everybody as well.
will we be honoring forum and Steam players again with in-game references? I'm going to say that that's no fun for me to answer. Is there an intent to have personal armor in SOD2? Can't talk about that right now.
Just lost our car.
Uncharted 4 was pioneering for accessibility. Yeah, they did a great job. They set a nice high watermark that I hope to do as much as we can.
I think also the devs
To get
there
where
too.
they are.
They understand what their game is about. You're kind of playing a movie. In
Yeah.
that case, you want it to be kind of hardcore for some people, but not everybody wants that. And they
Yeah.
understood what their game needed to be for some
Uncharted 4 is about the adventure and careening around stuff. I think they made a bunch of really smart calls.
people. Yeah, I think so.
Are there collisions on the roofs?
Collisions on the roof?
Mom France is asking about whether or not he can get cars on roofs again.
The things you guys
I
worry
don't
about.
know if I can say anything. I don't know about the final game. I've stood on roofs in what we have so far. I can't promise every roof will have a collision.
Well, to be fair, a lot of the stuff that he's done, we had no idea were possible in State of Decay.
Yeah.
So.
Now programming SSD for Xbox One PC. How much more freedom graphically do you have from the original 360 version? You have 3 different people who are not on the graphics team in this room. So the answer is I don't know. My guess would be that any freedom that we have sort of gets eaten up by aspirations to make the game look even better. So yeah, technically we have more freedom, but that's immediately like, okay, well now our lighting needs to be better, and now our animation needs to be better. So you should allow the tap hold feature, but take away inversion.
No. Who are you?
Jeffrey,
You are banned.
do you fly characters like an airplane too?
That's right. That is the proper way to fly characters.
You guys are bananas.
Yeah. This is the correct
You're
way.
madmen. Uncharted 4 was awesome, except having come right after Uncharted 1.
Here's a
I
good
kept
question.
using the throw grenade button to reload.
From Garlic Burp, how much of the world design is being tailored to Moon Princess's car antics?
All of it, actually.
yeah.
The entire game. We're calling it Mom Prance 2, the sequel.
Jump in that window. Go inside.
Can I?
Yeah, try it.
All right. Oh, gosh.
Oh,
Okay.
hey, what's up, buddy?
Jerk.
Yeah, that's stamina just going to work.
Just get him. There we go.
There we go, yeah.
Oh, hey,
Do you
look.
see where you are now?
Look where we are.
Look where we are.
Look at that.
Oh, what?
None of us are in that picture.
Oh, there's Brent.
What?
That's right. There's James down in the bottom right.
And the old logo.
Yep. What else do we have?
This stream, so to stream archived footage.
That's awesome. Congrats. Video that goes in the broadcast. Still waiting on a link. Info said you did tattoo program. Very happy SOD project. Finally, you can play in co-op. I'm glad that you can play in co-op and give me your money too. I think that's a great situation for both of us. I want people to play in co-op, and I want the game to be profitable so that we can
keep making games.
making games. One thing I would like to be added, if we have to search for buildings again, a feature that would point in the direction of the buildings we're missing would be lovely. I can't talk about that is a good piece of feedback.
Yes.
Do you like my non-committal answers on everything? I'm going full tattoo post, lots of tattoo talk.
Yeah, minimum spec. We have that's a long way away.
Yeah,
That's a long
min
way
specs a
away.
ways out. Way closer to launch when we figure out final performance and stuff like that. That kind of stuff. A lot of times, performance gets tuned a ton in those last few months, so it's way preemptive to say anything about that. Any human antagonism? Too soon to talk about.
Any human antagonism? Interesting. Well, good idea.
Yep.
Good suggestion.
Any VR integration?
Ooh.
Again, I'm afraid we are too soon to talk about.
A ways away.
On a personal level,
Blades Curse
third-person adventure games are not my first thought when I think about VR games I'd want to design.
That is true. This is third person. It'd be kind of weird.
That is not to say that's not no, and that's not anything else. It's just VR tends to work really, really well with first person and with like giant looking down on a map situations. VR is actually one of the things you don't see enough of, which is weird. VR is really, really good for like war game type stuff where you're looking down, like a
Total War.
Total War or Halo Wars is another one where being able to look up and down the battlefield and stuff like that works really well.
Let's go find a horde.
How you doing on ammo? What are you looking at right now? What do you
I've got a Molotov cocktail.
I don't know if Molotovs
Ooh.
count for explosions.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm not sure.
I don't. I think Sonya said she wasn't sure either. So
Yes.
maybe not. Maybe not.
This game is complicated.
Yeah.
Character selection, creation. There will be characters. That's about as much as we can talk about right now. You will definitely have characters in the game. And some of the characters will look different from the other characters.
We aren't able to answer any of those questions yet. So somebody's saying in chat that if they recall correctly, the Molotovs are actually not part of this achievement.
Yeah, they are a burn, not an explode.
Yeah.
Well, where am I going to find explode? I think they've got some at Jurassic Junction, maybe?
Those gas tanks count, but you have to get zombies to them.
Yeah, it's rough.
Lay on the horn a little bit.
Laying on the horn is not a bad call. You've managed to bring one zombie there.
Oh, here we go. They're all over here.
So, Taylor, sorry, you're asking, will game simulation return? Can you define that a little bit better?
Oh, I think he's referring to like...
Are you talking about offline simulation?
Yeah.
We'll see.
It'll be a little bit before you see your response. I like that his son was like, why does everybody always play as Gurubani?
Yeah.
Because she's the best.
Gurubani's pretty great.
Bonnie's pretty great.
Vehicle customization. That's another thing we can't talk about too much yet.
Yep.
So this guy says the police station should have a lot of stuff, as well as the army ammo sites.
Yep.
To find Boom Boom toys. Thank you for the suggestion on the Boom Boom toys.
Offline simulation. So, what can I say about offline simulation? First, I can say, I am not going to answer the question, will we have offline simulation?
You're out of ammo, bro. Here we go. Here we go.
No.
I don't...
It turns out...
That ain't good.
Over the shoulder, missed.
You might want to head over to the police station, see what you can get for
In Danforth?
them
Is
Boom
that
Boom
where it
toys. A Blade of Meat Shield usually plays as Marcus or
I like Marcus. It's pretty cool.
Shark Hoodie.
Nice.
Offline simulation. So, offline simulation is a really complicated feature. I think that it was one of the things everybody remembers from State of Decay 1. It's one of the things that really sets the game apart. It is controversial, and it's certainly the kind of thing that we'd want to make sure we did right if we brought it back.
Yeah, the initial version of State of Decay had a lot more, and there was a lot of negative feedback from it, and it didn't quite play out the way that we wanted it to, so a lot of that got scaled back and changed with subsequent patches.
Yeah.
So...
That said, I do think there are a lot of people who, when they think about State of Decay, think about the offline simulation stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So...
And that's kind of the name of the game, right?
Yep. So, that is my non-answer on that question.
Marshall. There's a police station here, right?
I think there's
the south, yeah, the south part of the map, I think, has one.
All right. I mean, there's a cop car, so...
Danforth is vanilla and breakdown.
Oh, Lord.
It's very flat.
Where is the police
Danforth
station?
is exclusively Lifeline. Is
Oh,
being
yeah,
pointed
yeah,
out.
yeah. Yeah, Marshall, Danforth, I got them mixed up.
Yep.
My bad.
The person with the most log time in State of Decay game should put themselves in SOD2. That would be incredible.
That'd be super cool.
Mm-hmm. Can two players drive two cars at the same time in SOD? At Ian.
In SOD2?
SOD2. Are we allowed to answer this?
Man, I feel like that's a hard one to... You can play the game co-op.
Yeah.
Like, the things that you think you should probably be allowed to do if you were playing the game co-op, you can do that stuff.
Yeah.
So I have not specifically answered a new question that I'm not allowed to answer.
Okay, my crazy was the police station.
Pull up
around
your
here,
map. I
right?
think it's let me see where you're at real quick.
Which button is that?
Can we talk about the new world of State of Decay? I mean, we can talk about the fact that State of Decay 2 is set in the same world as State of
There you
Decay
go.
1. Is that to the right a little bit? That shield?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
Totally.
you're close. Okay.
Yeah, State of Decay 2 is set in the same world as State of Decay 1. So you will see things like Alba is a company in both games.
And Brontosaurus gas.
Next to the donut shop. Somebody says that's where you'll always find the police station.
That's probably a James joke.
That's funny.
Sounds like a James joke.
Funny stuff.
How far in the MMO development before you guys switched to co-op? How far were we in MMO? We were mostly on the technology and on paper side. So we had things like engines up and running, and we were rendering things, and we were getting models up and running, but it was all the sort of super, super foundational tech stuff that you would do for absolutely any video game.
So the thing is, when you're building a multiplayer game, it's got to be multiplayer from day one, which is kind of why we couldn't turn SOD1 into a multiplayer game. It's really hard to retroactively add that code to a game because it's such a core part of the infrastructure.
Man, that's a long reload. You ready?
Yeah. Oh, hole in one. It's a golf joke because she's got a golf club.
I got it.
Okay.
My response was appropriate. So yeah, we were at the very early days where we were like looking at engines and looking at lighting tech and that kind of thing. And it's this, like I said, it's the kind of stuff you do regardless of what kind of game exactly you wound up making.
So how about this one? Can we get more fun little props like the pterodactyl at Jurassic Junction? That's one of those things that kind of goes with our sense of humor. And I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. So I'm sure you'll see stuff like that.
You got unsearched stuff in that room up there.
Did I? I thought I checked that out. Oh, yeah.
Obviously, that stuff takes time, and so it's a question of balance. But definitely the kind of thing we like doing.
There we go.
This is working out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will there be new parts to the map? I can't talk about the map, but maybe read the sign at the beginning of the demo about where it says you are.
Trailer.
Yeah, watch the trailer and see what that sign says and think about where you'd put a sign like that. Your weapon is damaged, by the way.
Yeah.
Pre-order bonuses on New Game, that's a marketing thing almost entirely. We'll make stuff for it, and we'll want the stuff that we make to be cool. But it's going to be a good while before we have answers on stuff like pre-order bonuses.
Yeah, that kind of stuff also usually comes from a publisher.
Is there any updates content coming to SOD before SOD2 comes out? I don't believe we have anything planned. We're a small studio, and it's pretty much all hands on deck for SOD2. The time it would take to get SOD dev environments up and running again would be pretty heavy duty.
Will there be a beta? Interesting question.
We don't have an answer for that yet, but
we could say that.
But we do like
cool.
testing things. Yeah,
we could say that beta was very handy for State of Decay.
Yep.
It was a very useful tool for us.
And we know that we have a bunch of really invested, dedicated folks who would be very, very interested in being a part of a beta for us. And we are aware that that's a pretty cool asset for us to have. You don't have to shoot the grenades at your feet.
Well, I wanted to be able to hit them.
Yeah, they're also when they're close to like that.
Oh, okay. That's cool. You guys got that. I'm not worried.
What else do we have?
We can't talk about exclusivity stuff.
You can say we announced
So
Microsoft is our publisher.
So that means not PlayStation.
That answers
yeah, there's some of it.
your single biggest question. Microsoft is our publisher. Think about what they want to do. Can you sell Jeff puppets in the store? I don't know if Jeff wants to sell his likeness, because the store is managed by Microsoft, who are our publisher, and that would mean he'd have to give his likeness over to Microsoft. I don't know how we feel about that. Mom France wants to test it. All games have alpha and beta. Yeah, it's true. Alpha and beta are just a thing, a milestone that a game hits.
Yeah, you got to get those cars on the buildings, on the roofs. That's his objective.
And will you allow mod support in State of Decay 2 for Xbox One and PC? So we touched on mods earlier, and the answer is it's too soon to answer that question. and that mods were definitely something that we know that we got a lot of value out of in the first game. That being an open-ended game was very cool.
I hate screamers.
I would say one thing real quick too. With a lot of these questions, a lot of our intention with the second game is to take a lot of things that maybe we couldn't do in the first one, or things that worked well in the first one, and expand on them. So a lot of the answers kind of hover around, we want to do some cool things, but as Ian talked about earlier, because of opportunity cost, we can't do everything cool that you guys have as ideas or we have as ideas. So a lot of it's just, how many cool ideas can we do? And that's kind of, in a nutshell, what game development comes down to.
Yep. It's all balancing stuff out and figuring out how to make the best use of your time. Collector's edition, limited edition is another question that is marketing related. I'd love to know answers to that, but we're a lot closer to launch before we have answers for questions like that. Yes.
Totally just rammed that.
It's for you, James. It's a good thing you wear your seatbelt in this game.
And yes, as Nicole notes, we are not owned by Microsoft. We are independently owned. We are an independently owned studio. Microsoft is the publisher of State of Decay, but we own us.
Yes.
Which means that we can make...
The fans own us. I mean, we love the fans. The fans are incredible. We love having the fans, and we understand that without the fans, we would not be able to make games. But we own us.
I'm too lazy, I think, to run to Civilization.
Are you just going to let yourself get killed so that you
I might do that.
Respawn?
Might do that.
That restocks all the places that had explosives anyway. SOD is the only reason I'm getting Xbox One. Shall I wait till Scorpion comes out, or if I get one now, will it not miss anything? Don't get yourselves in trouble with answering.
I think it's a Microsoft requirement that games have to be compatible.
I don't know if we're allowed to talk about it. They have to be compatible.
Yeah.
That's about all we can say. Everything on Scorpio has to also work on earlier Xbox Ones. And beyond that, you're definitely getting into stuff that I don't even know if Microsoft has publicized.
Microsoft is committed to saying that any game released on Xbox will be playable on any Xbox.
Yep.
So
graphic.
Seatbelts confirmed for SOD2. Do you guys make compromises? Game wish on SOD2. Click it or tick. You have to make compromises on every game you work on, or else you never ship. That's just reality. There's some amount of there's some point where you have to go like,
I don't think that reset.
No, that's the most time we could spend on that.
There's stuff.
Sonia, we adore you. I'm not following chat 100%, so I'm not clear on when you got written out of the picture, but I'm very sad that it happened, and I wish it hadn't. Yeah, nobody gets left behind. That's the Sonya. That's the Xbox One line. Sonya and Xbox One do not get left behind.
What are you saddest about having to compromise? Well,
what are we saddest? I mean,
So I think for SOD, for this game, originally there was a vision of having some kind of multiplayer function.
That's we can talk about SOD 1 saddest. It's co-op.
Yeah, and it was co-op, which is why that's coming in SOD 2. That's why
it's one of the first things we announced, because we prioritized it from day one.
But man, there's a lot of that kind of thing.
But I mean, game dev, we make rare is the day where you don't make some sort of compromise. You decide to focus on one thing instead of another.
Yeah, like today, got sushi instead of tacos.
Yep.
It's a big compromise.
It is. So, too early to talk about SOD2 compromises, though. In part because we might say, I really wish we had gotten this in, and then 6 months from now we'll go, hey, we've got time on the schedule. We're going to be able to get something in that we had lost.
That's the other thing. We got to be real careful. We don't want to overpromise.
Yeah.
Because we're excited and we're ambitious. It's a small studio. There's not a lot of us, and we're trying to make awesome AAA games. Ooh, I kind of want that grenade launcher that I dropped.
That's reasonable.
And so it's tempting to come at it as a fan and say, yeah, we're going to do all this awesome stuff. But we don't want to disappoint people by promising stuff
You got
we
to
can't
be
deliver.
practical. Review keys as yes, you can play solo. Shock was asking if you can play solo. Review keys.
Nice juke, man.
I believe. Sonia, correct me if I'm wrong, but when people want review keys, I usually point them at. They probably. Do they talk to you or do they talk to Microsoft? I honestly don't know. I'm glad to be in a position where I don't have to know the answer to that question.
With Lifeline, we got a set of review keys, and Microsoft got a set of review keys.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
So a little bit of both, maybe?
Maybe. Like I said.
Motorcycles. That would be fun.
Sonia says it'll mostly be her. There you go. When there are keys, because there's a finished enough game to have keys, Sonia will be the person to ask for them.
Yeah, man, motorcycles would be a blast. It would be scary a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Motorcycles are tricky. They control very differently from cars.
Yeah.
And there are different gameplay expectations with them.
I mean,
Road Rash, right?
yeah.
That's what you guys were thinking.
Like I've played a lot of GTA, and it throws me off a little bit whenever you're on a motorcycle because you can hold on to that motorcycle like it's nobody's business, and it kind of breaks the immersion for me.
Sure.
Personally.
That's a lot of things.
That's where you headed.
I gotta break down this rucksack so I can unpack the grenade launcher. And then I go back to the military base and try to find some ammo for it.
Will the driving be better in SOD2 than SOD1? I hope so. We're going to try and make it better.
Yeah, at least as good, if not better.
It is a completely new engine.
Yeah,
so
we're rebuilding it. So, there's not a lot that we can port over because we've got a whole new physics engine and everything. And we want the driving to be awesome.
all that effort and I didn't even get the grenade launcher.
Weak.
Super weak. Oh, I did. I lied. I can't...
Why can't you equip it?
Because I don't have enough influence. Take all my stuff. No? Not enough still? Man.
Gotta go earn some influence.
Yeah. Should be something across the street here. What game engine will SOD run off of? It is Unreal Engine 4.
Yep, UE4.
Nice.
Original SOD ran on CryEngine.
A lot of searchable stuff.
I have a big question. Is there something with SOD with DLC that you had to remove that devastated each of you? I think the same answer as before.
I was gonna say multiplayer.
Not having multiplayer was the hardest thing.
It's a big deal.
Cocoon in SOD2, will there be characters from SOD1, I believe is your question. It's too soon to talk about characters or story.
Ooh, a crossbow. I would love a crossbow.
A crossbow and a motorcycle. What are you guys getting at?
That would be so cool. What
do you guys
It'd be the
getting
best
at, man?
combination.
Yeah, I feel like that.
How about we put in a crossbow? A crossbow would be pretty cool, but as we talked about, we're going to have to be hand wavy for a lot of stuff still. Ooh, before the stream ends, can you go grab the Jeffrey Puppet from his desk?
Oh, yeah.
Cross motorcycle. I really want a cross motorcycle.
Do I smell that bad, Ian?
I just thought it would be nice to even out the cameras while he was gone. How long have we been working on SOD2 for?
It was almost... There was a skeleton crew on it almost immediately finishing after State of Decay 1, after Lifeline.
Before Lifeline shipped, people were already starting the early, like, tech explorations and design documents and stuff.
Game development takes a long time, you guys.
Yep.
It's not easy.
Will there be water you can swim in? Can't talk about it yet. All characters lose limbs in this game, so they can reattach shotguns to their missing limbs. That would be groovy. I feel like that's biting Army of Darkness and the Evil Dead movies a little bit hard.
That's, what was that? Grindhouse.
Yeah,
It was the
yeah,
first
the
film.
movie.
Grindhouse.
Yeah.
They did the leg gun.
Yeah.
They had the chainsaw gun in Army of Darkness. The chainsaw hand. I think they did a shotgun hand too. I totally gave the couch back as soon as Chap got back here.
He was very polite. I thought.
I'm just doing what I can. How long did it take us to put the reveal trailer together? We worked with a studio that does trailers up in Canada. And we...
Can't really say exactly how long it took.
There were some in-house assets. We had a couple of guys here working on it. There were people at Microsoft working on it.
A lot of collaboration.
and it's also tricky because there's stuff using Unreal Engine 4 and in-game assets in there. So for some of the stuff, the answer is like, well, we've been working on that for months. Getting lighting up and working and stuff like that.
Man, we went around and around trying to pick the music for that trailer, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Luckily, Jesper Kid knocked it out of the park.
Can we have a character named Ash that used to work in housewares? Again, I feel like we're getting really close to some other pre-existing properties here. So, how long did it take to put that trailer together? I feel like it was a little under 2 months. It was surprisingly quick for the folks that worked on it.
But it was the first look anybody got at the game publicly, so we wanted to be pretty careful.
Chronatosis. Yeah.
I need so much influence for this stupid thing.
It's expensive, dude.
Yeesh. If I could kill the zombie horde.
So for Sonia and for Nicole, how long do we want to stream today? Because this has been going. It's like an hour just flew.
We're done with the hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
We could push on a little bit. Is Garrett even close to having
I don't think
the achievement?
My count's at like 30, 35.
So hit, I think you can pull up achievements to see the challenge.
What is that button?
Hit that big glowing X.
Can we make personal donations to SOD or is
Off to the side, go left.
Microsoft funding the whole thing?
Scroll down to
We're okay
that
for now.
up one.
We're not doing any.
The trophy.
Yeah, do that.
Hit that.
Is it fireworks show?
Yeah.
Fireworks Show
Yeah.
2016.
37%. I was off by 2, so
Yeah, you're ways out.
it's ways away.
We'll push on a little bit further into this, but I don't think we're going to get this achievement today.
Nicole says that we should awkwardly sign off.
Oh, I'm a
Okay.
participant in it. Am I or is Chap? I am. Okay.
Okay.
Apparently I have to go right
We
now.
have other things that we have to do here that we can't talk about too much because they're all super secret and awesome.
MTG Crossy, can I record footage from this stream and put it up on my own channel? I think that's a
I don't
good
care.
Sonya question.
Yeah, I saw that come up earlier. I don't know exactly what we said.
I'm not sure what the rules are on posting other people's streams from Twitch.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works as far as the copyrights and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works.
Probably.
All right, guys, but we're gonna have to
Alright.
sign out now. But at
I'm
least we
heading
got
out.
everything up and going.
So we got it up and running.
37%.
This was our everybody's not here, 37%.
Not bad.
We were working on it.
Not bad. I feel like you were picking up momentum too. You were getting into a rhythm there. I feel like so
Yeah.
that was gonna happen fast.
Well, many
totally.
got killed. That was a bummer. All right.
All right, guys.
Bye, folks.
See you later.
Yep.
Don't be a dick.
Thanks
It's a
for
great
coming.
rule. I gotta go.
And we
do this
will
interview right
see
now.
you guys next time.
How's that for an awkward sign off?
Awkward sign out complete. We're gonna peace out.